Hello, so it's already 2 o'clock. Hopefully, you can hear me. Welcome to the webinar, How to Create Augmented Reality with Different Tools, organized by the project MyStory along the Northern Lights route. My name is Natalia Bulakka, and I work as a project manager at Lapland University of Applied Sciences in Tornio. This is already our fourth webinar, and most of you are already familiar with the project. So for those who is meeting us for the first time, I will briefly kiertä vähän. Okay. Please give me a few seconds. I will change. Let's check it again. What about now? Is it better? Okay, nice. So I will briefly present the project for those of you who is first time attending our webinar. MyStory along the Northern Lights route, financed by Interreg program, and it focuses on supporting small-scale tourism companies along the Northern Lights route. So we are offering and conducting various types of activities, such as business development program. Then we are designing a vision for the Northern Lights route and creating digital pilots with the use of augmented reality. And of course, we are organizing a series of open webinars. So more information you can find at our website, northernlightsroute.info. About today's program, we have two speakers who are very professional and experienced in augmented reality production area. First, Yrjö Koskiniemi from Lapland, US. Yes, will give us a short introduction on our applications, and then we'll demonstrate a couple of them. After his speech, he will answer your questions. And then the next session, Eva Janti will present Arlen, one of the pioneer in our production. And of course, she will tell about company services, and she will share with us some examples of successful augmented reality campaigns. And of course, in the end of her session, she will be ready to give you more information by answering your questions. Few things I would like you to know before we start. So there is a chat box where you can communicate with each other, and you can write your questions. Then you can download PDF presentations shared by our speakers. There is a button available for you. And then the webinar recording will be sent to your email address after the webinar ends, and as well as a short feedback survey, which we kindly ask you to complete. It will help us to develop our activities. And the last thing important to know, if you are on a tablet or mobile device, probably you will experience 50-second delay, but we will take it into account, and during the webinar I can check who from you is on a mobile device. So I think I told you everything what I wanted, and we can start the webinar. So Yrjö, please, the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Natalia. So yes, my name is Yrjö Koskenniemi, and I've been teaching here in Lapland University of Applied Sciences for quite a long time, and my main subjects are mobile and web development. And besides that, I have now even some knowledge about this augmented reality and even virtual reality and things like that. And we will talk about, well, my part of this presentation here is kind of presenting how to do with one tool, and then presenting another tool, a couple of examples, and hope you get the idea of creating augmented reality that way. So let's start. And if you have any questions, you can write there on the chat board there. And we will take at the end of this session, we might take a look at the questions. I try to answer them if I can. And Eva Jäntti, who will be speaking after me, she will talk much more about the same subject that I'm speaking here today. So I put the subject here, how to create augmented reality with different tools, and it means in my example, it's one tool. Another tool that I can show you is about creating augmented reality with the programming environment. Another one is a cloud-based environment. And okay, first of all, when we think about developing augmented reality applications, AR applications, we typically talk about, of course, applications that can be used to view augmented reality, but anyway, there are two different kinds of ways to develop them. Typically, on the left, it says that augmented reality applications created with cloud-based tools, which means that the content is loaded into the cloud, and we have a separate mobile app that we use for viewing the accessing or viewing or experiencing the AR content. And the advantage of using those cloud-based tools is that we can add quite much content there without affecting our mobile phone, because on our mobile phone we only have one small application that will access the content, and the content is loaded from the cloud. The other way on the right side is that we can develop the independent mobile applications which are installed in your mobile phone or anyone's mobile phone, and at least part of the content or the most of the content is there inside the application. And in that case, we typically use programming tools, for example, Unity, which I quite briefly show you here at the end of this seminar. And of course, this is that way we can create our own applications that they look like that we have in our mobile phone. We have our own applications and nothing else. So that's a kind of a advantage of there. But for example, putting huge videos or whatever large contents there inside the mobile app, it's not a very good idea, because that way the mobile application becomes very large and takes a lot of space in the mobile phone, becomes slow and so on. But it's possible. So on the left side, we talk about, for example, these tools, cloud-based tools, and I have listed some of them here. Arilon, which is the tool that Eva Jäntti will talk about. She's representing that company. And by the way, if you download this PDF, you can click those links there and open those addresses. They are pointing to the places where you can find those applications and information about those applications. So Arilon, then the one which I'm going to use here as a demo, demonstrating how to do is AR media. Then there are others quite similar. Ariel, this is the Finnish company, and this Ariel is something else. ROR, ECR, PTC, and so on. There are even some others. I just listed some of them here. And all these tools can be used to create augmented reality. And even virtual reality, which I think that Eva will talk about a little bit more, even about that, because AR and virtual reality can even be in the same application, same kind of similar experience that we have. And okay, then we will see the difference between these two tools. I mean, Arilon and AR Media, for example, and even mobile programming tools. When I show you just briefly how the development environment looks in Unity, for example. I'm not going to do that much in Unity, but show you anyway. It's a couple of applications that I made and the examples how they work, and then how the environment looks like. It's much more complicated than, for example, at AR Media. Okay, I made a couple of examples with AR Media for you, and if you want to test them on your own, if you download the PDF document and you want to test those examples, you have to just get AR Media Player for your Android or for your iPhone. I think it's even there in the Huawei store if you have a Huawei phone, so it's possible to install for the Huawei as well. So you can get those. These links are pointing to the correct applications there. Okay, I made a couple of examples. I can show you if I share. I just have to wait a minute. I have to open the same view in my own computer and then show you share the screen with you. I hope this works. So every time when we have this kind of webinars or whatever, so there's always a possibility that something goes wrong, of course. But let's see if I now, instead of sharing that one, I share you my. Okay, I will share you my entire screen, so you will see. I have here there is the PDF file, and here is the view to my mobile phone. And I have this AR Media application in my mobile phone. So if I, on the right side, top right side, there's this scanning for this. Okay, it is not recognized. Let's see. Once again, there it is. Oh, sorry. From the screen, it's not that easy to recognize. Okay, wait a minute. I have to. Sorry, yes, I was taking the wrong one. Oh, sorry. Of course. First, this one. This is the code. Okay, it says testing. Okay. And now I have this target marker there that with the Lapland USA part of local there as well. So if I now wait a second, we should be in the Tower Bridge on London, and there's a video, 360 video. And okay, I can look around in this video, see, okay, what is happening there. Okay, this is a video, it's not a direct, but anyway, augmented reality. And this is made with AR Media, so Thames there, Thames River there, okay. So that's one example. And okay, I have another example there. This other one, the other example that I have here, okay, I have to once again open by mistake closed my, yes. There it is. So here's another example. I just have to move this one here. taken from our library. On Monday, we made some. Okay, I have used all the scans because this I haven't paid for this. So sorry. Oh, okay, now it's okay. Yes, I cannot test it anymore because I'm using the free version. So I'm not going to test. But anyway, you can test it on your own if you want to. It was taken a similar view from our library, 360-degree video from our library. And there it is displaying that information. I can show you the video, by the way, if you want to see it. So it's there. It's possible to show it's that kind of video. This way, when we can then look around there, and this video is there available. And this video is taken with the 360 video camera. So my teammate Tuomo Lindholm is there acting as test dummy. Anyway, this video should be opening from there, that part if you test it. So it's an example on how to work with or how to experience the 360 video, for example. So this video is taken with the Ricoh Cheetah Z1 camera. It was taken on Monday, and we put it available there. And I can show you how to make it on the AR media. So that one even. So that's it. I have that one. Then I have another example, last example, or another example. I will show you some more. This is done by Unity. So I have made some programming there, and it's an augmented reality application, kind of application where we have products, and in this case, if I open that, so it's a programmed AR application made by programming. So it's some kind of a application where I can select a clock here, and I can see how it looks in my hand. Well, maybe with a different color. Let's say change the color there. So it's oops. Well, I can take it to my hand. This is the target. So that's one clock there. It's a 3D model of a clock, and I can hold it in my hand like this, and we view it how it looks like. And oops, test it how, okay, if I would like to have the different colors. Yes, that's made with Unity, so it looks like a real clock. It's a 3D model made by clock, and then I have used it in my Unity programming environment. So that kind of things can we do with the different tools. So maybe we can take a look on how to do it. Just checking if there are any. Okay, now you see many times my view because I'm just looking in our web seminar view there. Of course, yes. I will open another application. So let's test this one. This creating those AR apps or AR experiences. So this one is one of those which it was listed there. InGlobe Technologies has this kind of they have AR media platform, they have AR media software development kit, and they have even some other features there. They have 3D modeling tools and things like that. But we will just go there into that AR Media Studio. And in the AR Media, I'm now using a free tool. So this, I haven't paid anything for that. So you can access this free tool for testing purposes. And if you liked it, then you can of course, pay something and you will upgrade to the better version. This free version, for example, doesn't allow me to add that much content into the environment. I can add some files, videos, images, and things like that. But there's a limit, and even projects. There's a limit of projects. But anyway, this works like that. When we have, let's say we have a 360 camera, and we want to make a view, for example, that Minerva Kirjasto view, which we had there as an example. So we have to have that image or video. I'm going to use that image, so I have this kind of image there. This is the 360 image taken from that Minerva library here in Tornio on Monday. So that's the image. And I'm going to put that into my augmented reality view and use it as a view so that we can go inside there and see what's there. So I have uploaded this asset, this file here, for a couple of other files which we can use if we have time, so in the example. So then I start creating a project. So start from here. Let's create Minerva library, for example. And I have to choose type, what kind of type I'm going to use for when I launch the experience. So 1R means that I have, like there when I saw showing that Tower Bridge, there was this QR code, that colorful QR code. This must be my camera must be pointed to, but I can open it. Or geolocalized means that I make some, I use some latitude and longitude codes, and that will be launched if I am on the area of that geolocalization. And then spatial. So let's take that spatial. It means that I can point my camera anywhere, make and that application makes some kind of a view of that area and puts that available there. So let's track some kind of image for that, so that I can see that project is Lapin AMCO project. And I have to add at least one experience here. So let's use it. Visit, let's say this one, visit library. That's the name of the experience. And once again, I can put a thumbnail here, even if I have more experiences, so I can say, okay, let's put that one, a different one. Okay, it's there. And in this AR media, each experience must have at least one scene. And scene means that, okay, we have to have something to look at. So in this case, we have that 360 image or 360 video, for example, and I want to put that available. So let's put that 360 view of library. Scene type, okay. Or AR means augmented reality, can be, for example, videos or whatever, images, whatever we want to put there. 3D objects like that, those watches, for example. Okay, I will put 360 part. There was an HTML part. I could put HTML pages available there as well. Okay. Now I have one scene. I could add more scenes here. In this case, we don't need. I'm not going to add any more scenes. Just adding this one. And here is the tool editor window, editor part where I have to add my content. So there are tools for translating. When I have some content there, I can move and scale and rotate them. I can add images, I can add videos, and here I can add image 360. So I want to add from those assets that I have previously already uploaded here, because I put them available so that it's easier. It takes a bit of time to load them, of course. And I only have one 360 image in this case. And it loaded here. Okay, we can see it's here, and we can even now start moving. See that, okay, it's there. Yes, it is there. And I could put something, for example, some buttons there to do something, open an HTML page somewhere and open another scene, but let's just make it this way. So, okay, saving it. And now my simple AR project or application is ready. Just have to go there, back there, or let's go here. This is the project, and here I can see that, okay, if I want to test it, I just click it here. Now the problem is that I have used all my, let's see if it works. Have I used all my AR? No, I haven't. So yes, let's go back. I can show you, just testing that I can show you. So here's my, once again, my phone. And now I was trying to go to the Airbus Technologies. I'm not going to there. So here is the QR code for Minerva library. There's typing mistake. And now I have to, because this was spatial project, I have to point to somewhere. So it will read the environment, so that the spatial projects typically can be used, for example, to add content somewhere. Let's see. Now put the, okay, here. If I now click on that, so now we are inside the library there. And we can look around. So creating this kind of experience, for example, is what we need there. We need a 360 camera, taking a 360 video or taking 360 image. This is just an image, so there's no movement here. And then I just have tool, some kind of development tool where I can create this augmented reality experience possible. So in this case, this AR media tool and AR media player, and then we can look everywhere. So we can see here, we can see the this is the camera pod there. So the 360 camera was standing on that pod. So here is the place where this some parts of the image are not that well. It's quite well done anyway, even though it's. But anyway, the camera is not visible, but the camera pod is there. Yeah. So that's one example, and it wasn't very hard to do. So what we needed there, of course, was that we have to have the 360 image or 360 video. If we have video available like they are in the Tower Bridge, or even that example of library, other example of library, then there might be people moving around. Let's say, for example, in some if some tourism companies would like to show their cottages or whatever the places where they are working, for example, reindeers. It could be nice to have those people stand that camera video and reindeers walking around you. Then you could have an experience where you put that 360 video available and people can be inside that reindeer hurdle there. It's possible. Okay, let's do one. I can show you another one because I have those other tools, so I can show another way to do it, or another, but not another one, just another example. Let's put this one, Mark Knopfler. Someone might guess that is my favorite. Okay, so now let's make a planar. This time let's make a planar thing. So I'm going to make so that when I point my camera to that Magna for Get Lucky CD cover, it will start a video playing from there. So let's make that way. Once again, thumbnail there. Well, I can use even that as a thumbnail. Magna for Get Lucky, yes, okay. Then I need to once again create one experience and mark talking, let's say, making of Get Lucky. So this is a planar object, so we need to have a target image, and I can use that one target image. That was target image was there for I was using for the tower bridge, but now I'm using that one for the Get Lucky. So target images must be images that have lots of content, and for example, this is quite good target image because it has lots of different kinds of shapes there, and it's possible to use. If you have, let's say, you have something just text or whatever, it can be used if it's somehow visible to the application that it's not just a random text. It must be something that it will recognize it when you point to the text. Okay, once again, I have to create a scene. And here's the video view. So I'm going to create AR type this time. So now it's an augmented reality. And let's go to the tool here. We can see that, okay, here is this target image there. I can scale it if I want to. I can move it. But let's leave it like that. Okay, we might move it a little bit. Oh. It's a little bit difficult to move because I have only that. Now it's possible. I'm using I don't have mouse here in my laptop. Well, yes, let's put it there. And let's add a video there. So I have uploaded a video there. It's somewhat to use. So let's think that we would like to show our stories. For example, we have our company logo, for example, somewhere. We could put some video stories there available. So now let's take, there is this video. We can move this. Now it's under the cover of Get Lucky. Now it's right on the top of the cover of Get Lucky. And if you rotate it a little bit that way, for example, so it will be there. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's put the button there so that we can start that. So I have a play button there. Okay, once again, I have to move it. I will put it there because I had, by mistake, I took a kind of a button, but that isn't very useful because it's not visible there. But anyway, let's put it on the side. Okay, now I have a button. Well, in this case, for example, we need to do make some action for the button, and in this tool, for example, the behavior, but there is a behavior for the button. Quite simply, here is the button, and it says here on pressed. So whenever I press that button, I want that movie to play. That's it. Okay. So now I will save that one. There's of course, I could have another button to stop that one. I could have an other list of videos and different videos there. I could hide a video. I could put, for example, all these list of tracks there, and put by clicking each track, I could see a YouTube video from each of those. But it takes time, so I'm going to do it here. So saving that one. Yes, and now we can go and test. So here is that part once again. Okay, let's take my application there running once again. And there is that one. And get lucky, I have the video here. So let's close it here, and there is the button. Starts playing it. And there it is. So if I turn this around, so it will turn the video even around. So that video is now part of that there. So there's an augmented reality experience there. So that kind of things can we do with quite quickly. So what we needed here, for example, those assets that I have here, I had 360 image. Of course, 360 camera must be available. They cost a little bit, but not that much. So if I show you, for example, that one there. That one, I'm not sure. I don't remember the price, but anyway, it's something about. It costs a little bit, but anyway, it's a good camera. If you have that kind of camera, you can really get good pictures, like you saw that, or image videos even. So you can step into the video environment with that kind of tool. Yeah. So that's from the AR media. So that's a tool made for creating augmented reality. You need to have videos, you need to have images, things like that. And if you have, once again, if you pay for the application, you can do as many projects and have at least as much content as much as you want to. Now I'm using the free tool here, so it's a little bit restricted what I can do here. So that was one tool. You can find the plans and pricing, and Eva will tell you about that Arion tool, which is quite similar to, well, a little bit different way, but the same things are done with that tool as well. Okay, I will close that one. And finally, I will even show you a little bit about Unity, because I was telling you that, okay, we can create the same kind of things with Unity. Yes, we can do. I will take that. Let's take a look at that watch thing here, for example, here. I can just show you that this Unity tool is a tool that can be used for creating games or AR experiences, VR experiences and things like that. So here, for example, I have this clock project. So I have, okay, there are quite much what I have done, but anyway, here is an environment where I planned all the important things there, and I can test it even here with my. Let's see how it works if I test it here. Is it working? No, it's not working because of course my my camera is reserved for this this chair, so I'm not going to show it there. But anyway, this is the environment where I have to do everything. So, for example, those watches, those watch models. So there is the original watch. It's just a kind of if I drag it here, you can see it's that watch, for example. It doesn't have any colors and so on. So I have made materials for that color, and for example, that doesn't have any. That watch there. So it looks really different. So there's quite much work to do because I started from these 3D models, which I got from somewhere. And then I put colors and put all these images so that we can see the watch there. So it's quite much work there. And that's not all, because we have to do even some programming there, colors when selecting colors and when selecting watches. So there's quite much to do. So it's a kind of a thing that we do for when we are working, when we are creating mobile application. With this tool, I can create for PC, Android, iOS, Xbox, PS4, Android TV, whatever. So it's a tool that can be created applications for different environments. So that I'm not going to show you anything much, but okay, I can show you one more application here. We could open another project here. So I have that. That video similar to thing that I just made for that Mark Knopfler video I made for it's AR media. I have done the same here. Let's open that. Looks like the same. There is this that image target is there. There is the image target, the same image target there, and then I put the video on top of it. And when I use it, I can show you here. There was nothing much programming there, but anyway, it was kind of a thing. So I can show you the same. Okay, I can put that available out of there. So if I test that application, I have it here, AR video. It works the similar way. Now this application, the video is here in my mobile phone. And it works a similar way as the AR media thing was working. But in this case, the video, everything is located in my phone. So it's there. So that kind of thing. So I think that was about all I had in mind. So just a couple of, or let's say a couple of simple examples with the tool that is quite easy to use. Okay, we have to have those videos, for example. By the way, I can show you one more thing. When talking about those videos, so yes, so I can show you that the videos, they are quite huge. So there was this that video that is there in that one example. It's about 14 seconds here, 360 video, and it's 19.2 megabytes. But when we made those videos, so we took about these are the raw videos. Here is the one video. I think that one is the same video. Yeah, no, this is not the same video. Like you see, this is the raw video. So this is the camera view originally. It's like that way, so that it's pointing to two 180-degree cameras there, pointing to the two opposite directions, and we get that one. So here's the part. That's the original video. That is not possible to use there in the application, in the AR application, but we have with the camera, there's this kind of application we call Beta, and that video, it's about 270 kilobytes. So I can drag and drop it here, and then it will correct the top and bottom correction so that it will look like a 360 video, and it can be then can be then used there in 360 view. So the raw video, I'm not going to do that change because it takes a little bit of time. But anyway, those raw videos, they are quite large, and as they are like that, they don't fit in the content, so we cannot use them. So we have, even though if I put 360, there is still something wrong with the video. So we have to make some kind of correction with those. Typically, those cameras come with the applications that you can use, so that you can use them in even AR as part of AR content. Yes. Now I'm finished. And yes, that's it. That was what I was planning. I had in my mind. I had planned.
Yes.
Just a quite big view.
And actually, you finished exactly in the time what we planned. Mahtava, it's great in English. Yes. No question by this moment. Well, I think it was rather clear. Yeah, I'm not a programmer, so but that's, for example, first application, this AR media was rather clear and understandable. I need just camera, so yeah I can create.
Yes, if you want to create a 360 view, but if you just, for example, if you have videos, stories in videos, you can, for example, let's say in your company, you can have a QR code somewhere in your company and just tell people that, okay, you can look at this content from these QR codes. You can have much content there, different stories in different places, for example. Or if you have a 360 camera, then you can, for example, go into the yard of your company and make one video from spring and one video during the summer night and whatever during the autumn ruska time and the winter, so people can see those, how it looks there during the different seasons, for example. Because typically tourists, they come, for example, from foreign countries, they come once, maybe twice, and anyway they don't come that. They cannot have all these experiences at the same time, but they can see the different seasons from the 360 view, for example.
Yeah, is it possible? I just was thinking, like, for example, the hotel room, and there is this 360 video, and then inside this video buttons that we can move to different rooms.
Yes, it's possible. Yeah.
Okay, so there is a question.
Yeah, Mika is asking that the different APIs, typically those cloud-based, for example, this AR media, you need to have this AR media player. And typically, once again, they are, of course, this AR media is for AR media content only, because, of course, this AR media player has access to take cloud services. So when I'm creating with AR media, I'm creating all the content into the AR media cloud. And that AR media player can access that cloud. So, for example, if you have Arilun, I have Arilun installed even here as well. So a similar application. So if the content is made by Arilun, so I have to have Arilun app there, of course.
The next question: in MyStory project, is there any kind of help from the project for the companies to create their own material and or application, or is this webinar the only thing that we get? Well, I'm not sure about what kind of help, but I can now inform that we are planning the second webinar in May. So we will, well, maybe Yrjö knows better, but we will provide. You can try out, for example, camera and other tools. So this what we are planning to do.
Yes, kind of a workshop where you can create or test those things, tools, and we have students, for example, available that they can create the applications More training material creation by the project, yes. Yes, we have a way to warm. Yes, it's possible even, I think it's possible to then you just, for example, you can put 360 videos in YouTube. And if you have 360 camera, I think it's even possible to stream live with 360 video camera through YouTube. I haven't tested, but I believe it's possible because you can put 360 videos there as well. Might be interesting, but I'm not sure. At least 360 videos can be found can be uploaded into YouTube. So for Laura, I can only tell that we have students that can help you because they are, during this spring, they are creating media and mobile programming things, and we have them in our workshop, and they might be interested, for example, because they have the training parts coming. They could be, for example, helping the companies as trainees to create material, create applications, and so on.
Yeah, and actually, it's not only about our creating art experiments. It's generally, if you have some case, for example, assignments for marketing students, for tourism students, you always can contact, and we will suggest a case for our students. So because we are practicing the study integration to our projects. Yeah, so it's possible. Laura, hopefully we gave you information, but if you have more questions, you can always contact us by email or by phone, and we will discuss more. So no more questions. Let's wait a little bit because, as I mentioned before, there might be some, for some users might be 50 seconds delay, and if they are considering about questions. By the way, have anybody downloaded? Have anybody downloaded the PDF file? Hopefully, it worked well. It's easy. It was easy to find. Just let me know on the chat box. Okay, I don't see the file. I will share again the file. Yrjö, is it okay? I will share.
Yeah, you can share it. Yeah, you can share it. Yes.
Yeah, just a minute. Share PDF.
Okay, Rauno has loaded and it works. That's fine, yeah.
Okay, I have some. I loaded it. It worked correctly. Yes. Now I can find it. Because this file can be downloaded while we are sharing this file.
Okay, so you cannot download them after if it's closed.
No.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I will share it now. Just a minute. It's running.
But maybe Natalia can send, when you send the link of the recording, so you can send this even if
no, because the recording will be sent automatically, and the settings already set up. So
all right, yeah.
Can you see now this PDF presentation? Is it shared to you?
It is shared, yes.
Yes. So there is on the side, right side, there is a cloud picture. So, for example, Petra, could you check if you can see it?
Download complete. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, on the side, the cloud. Okay, then let's wait while people will download, and then I will close it. I cannot see it. So. If somebody cannot see it, let me know. I will send you separately. It's not application. It's a PDF presentation. What Yrjö shared. What Yrjö was sharing. Now I can see. Okay, great. Okay. Yes. So we will give you a couple of minutes more to download, and then we will go to the next session.
Yes. So, and if you have any questions, you can send even email to me because I'm working for this project. So I can answer.
You can write your email because not all.
Okay.
Because we have not only companies, but
Yes, Mika is asking that is it possible? Yes, you can add content even inside this 360 pictures. When I added that button into that video part, but you can add buttons into the 360 videos as well. So you can, for example, open a new video, open a kind of I could have, there was this books, for example, I could have put a button into the book. So it would have, for example, opened a part of the book or some text from the book would have become visible, yes.
okay. So at 3 o'clock finish time, like in a couple of minutes, we will start the next session. Eva Yanti is coming.
Okay, Eva is there.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
waiting.
Sorry?
Did I keep you waiting?
No. We just gave time to download Yrjö's presentation, and actually you're in time, and we can already start your session. So, yeah, you can share your PDF file, start sharing, and yeah, so the stage is yours. So, welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much, and thank you, Yrjö, for inviting me. So I'm really excited to tell you first a little bit about Aridon as a company, what we do, and so on, and then show you some examples of AR and XR executions. And then I will also show you Aridon Manager, the tool for creating AR experiences. So that's our agenda for the next hour. Yeah. So my name is Eva Jantti, and I work as a executive producer in Aridon. And yeah, I've been with Aridon about 4 years now. So I've been doing there a lot of things. Producing, yes, but I've been part of the team almost from the beginning. So my job has been like doing a lot of things, small and big things with the team all the way. So some experience about a lot of things. But yeah, let's go to the first slide. Yeah, about us. Well, in the invite, you have the how to create augmented reality with different tools, and that's what we have been doing mostly before this. But now we have more changed to saying that we are an extended reality technology company. That's because of we have recently developed also a tool for creating virtual spaces, and I will also tell about those to you today. But most of the examples are AR, and also the Arin Manager is for creating AR. So we concentrate on that. Yeah, we have our own technology, and then we also offer productions, and kind of like you can get anything from us regarding the platform for you to use, and also the content there that you want to show if need be. We've been founded in 2013, and now we are a team of 20 professionals, and most of us are located in Helsinki, Finland. Some of us are also in New York and Manila. Yeah, and here we have some customers we've been working with. These, of course, are the biggest ones brought here for this slide, but we also work with small companies and so small clients as well. So no worries about that. Yeah. Then there's some facts about XR and also AR. I think actually that these numbers are more related to AR, or comes from that research. So engagement, of course, is the key in AR and in XR, of course, too. So it seems that people like to use these experiences. They use time more, for example, than if you think about the regular advertisements, for example. So the dwell time in these experiences is much longer than those. Also, the research tells us that the people return to it, the experience many times, and also they like interactive experiences. So the click-through rate is also high. And okay, yeah, here it is that it's to purchase. Yeah, so this is more like for advertising. So if you advertise something, then the rate who actually buy something is quite high. Yeah, and what do we offer? So here it is in a nutshell. So AR solutions that we concentrate today, then also the virtual showrooms that I already told you a little bit about. I will also give you some examples about those. And then, of course, the professional services. Let's look at the AR solutions first. So, as I mentioned, we have the Arin Manager, which is a content management system. It works in the browser, so you get your own account there once you have purchased the license, and there you can publish the AR, and then you have the Arin app that is free to download, and with that app you can see the augmented reality content. So your customers download the Arin app, and you use the manager, or your subcontractor or someone else has created the AR experience there. So that's how it goes. The good thing here is that anybody can look at the content because most of the mobile phones and tablets can show the content. So everybody has the device already in their pockets. They don't need to buy any like classes or anything like that. Also, the virtual spaces are developed so that you don't have to purchase any gadgets, any extra gadgets for that. Yes. Okay, then it says there that Arun web AR solutions. So you probably know that the recent development in AR is that the apps are no longer needed, or at least for the most simple solutions, they are not needed anymore. So we are also bringing this web AR support to the Arun Manager. It's not there yet, but it's coming soon. And these web AR experiences are something that we work at the moment the most. But as I said earlier, the most like complex experiences still are recommended to be created for the app because there is still some more features available than in the web. But of course, that is all the time developing, and the big players, Google, Apple, all these are bringing more and more features to their browsers. So that is developing fast. Yeah. Okay, well, here we have some information about the virtual spaces or virtual showrooms or virtual galleries. So basically, it is a space where you enter through a web page, through browser. You can go there with your desktop or mobile device. And also with some VR classes. So if you happen to have those, you can also use those ones, the ones that have the internet connection. So what you can do in these spaces where, well, a lot of things. For example, if you have a nice location, you have nice high-res images, you could make a showroom about that. So it's kind of like a solution in between web page and the real experience. So it's a spatial experience, but you are not there, but you are not also in two-dimensional world. So it's kind of like in the middle, and it's like it's really like for this situation when we cannot travel that far, for example, it's really nice that you can have this kind of experience from that space, like differently. And also for advertising new locations, for example, this is great because it's more like an experience. You can give information about locations, services there, and it's more like an experience than looking at the web page, and like give kind of the feeling of what you are offering there. Yeah. What's next? Yeah, of course, the services that we also provide. So we basically do anything that is needed to do. Many times the production start with the script writing, of course, and that's, I think, the script writing and planning is the most crucial part of the production. So that is where with our like knowledge, we already know so much, so that we can take into account very much the details that sometimes come to our way when you are doing this, dealing with these new technologies. So it's great that nowadays we can take all of that knowledge already to use in the first phase where we script and plan. And also the concept design is crucial in the beginning, or that I think that comes even before the script writing. So creating the concept is really crucial, so that is something that aligns all the work to same direction. Yeah. And then, of course, the actual content creation, whether it is filming something, making animations, making 3D, making interactions, whatever, or 360s, whatever we use. We usually actually in the bigger productions, we use almost everything. So we have the videos, we have the 3D models, we have the 360 images or videos, and then of course audio design. So music and sound is something that finalizes all the experiences. And then of course the technology is there that we can bring that all to augmented reality or the virtual spaces nowadays too. Yeah, so let's go look at some of the cases. I choose these ones so that similar ones could work for also for traveling industry. So the first one here is Heritage Walk in Fiskars. It's a village in southern Finland, which has a really nice historical industrial sites over there. And we created them an AR route that includes content. It includes stories about the area. And it's really nicely based on Karin von Julin, who was there, who was a daughter of manufacturing. How do you say? A person who started a good manufacturing business there, and Karin was working as a secretary of her father. But she also was really active there in Fiskars and, for example, gathered funds to develop the city. And photographing is or was Karin's hobby. And those photographs, they have a lot there in Fiskars. And this experience is based on that. So let's look at or watch a video about that, so you get a better picture of what it is than from my explanation. There it is, and you should have it there.
Hello there. Do you want to see what it looked like in Fiskars in my day? Join me and I will tell you more about my life, and you will meet people who are important to me.
Yeah, it was good that it had sound there, so maybe you get a better picture of that experience. Yeah, then another examples. I actually have quite a lot of these examples. Let's see if we have time to look at those, all of those. so that we have time to look at the manager as well and then have some conversation. The next example is the Arabia Street Art Festival that is annually held in Arabia, Helsinki. And for many years now, the artists who have made murals or other like artworks, street artworks around there have used Arelun Manager to extend their works there. So it's basically you scan the artworks with Arelun application, and then the artworks extends there. Let's look at the video. It tells you so much better what it was and what it looked like. So just a moment. Here it is. It takes a couple of seconds to load. It was really short. That was something that I would have liked to watch more, but unfortunately they didn't have more footage. There was a lot more these artworks there in the festival. But yeah, maybe something that I would like to say about this is that you don't always need to have a story or some information that you want to tell, because these can be like visual experiences, and with the sound it is really impressive. So it can be like an experience that people come to see, and they'll tell to others that it was really, really effective or emotional or whatever. So you don't always have to have something like substance in it. It can be art as well. Okay, then we have case Tripstery. So what they did, they had in their app, I assume that you know what Tripstery is. It's the application, really popular one for traveling in Finland and elsewhere. Yeah, they have this route there, which is called Kaurismäen kuppilat in Finnish. And what could it be in English? The bars and restaurants of Aki Kaurismäki. And I also assume that you know who Aki Kaurismäki is. He is the iconic Finnish filmmaker. So about this augmented reality experience, it was experienced through a coaster that you can find from the many restaurants and bars where the Kaurismäki films have been filmed in. And scanning that coaster, you get to choose the location and see the clip that was filmed there. So you can, of course, pick the location where you are right then, and then you can see the clip that was filmed in that restaurant or bar where you are. Yeah. So let's look at that video also.
Voitko pyytää hovimestaria käymään täällä?
Yeah. There we brought together 3D old 3D TV.
Seems Eva has some technical problems. Hopefully she will be back soon. Maybe at this time I could share the video, what she was going to show you. Hopefully I will not be kicked off.
I think I'm back.
Yeah. I was already going to share the video, but good that you are back and you can share yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so for some reason it dropped my headphones and then I got confused and so on. But yeah, let's hope it doesn't do that again. Yeah, then there's the case Stockman Christmas Adventure. That was also something that we did several years, and also in Baltic countries, so in Tallinn and Riga. And that was something for the kids. It was kind of like a treasure hunt. So in the app, it recognizes that how many triggers, the AR triggers you have found, and when you had found five out of 8, you could go and collect a prize. And what the idea there was, because of course there was an idea and story there. It was inspired by, you know, the elf door trend that we have had recent years. That so that in the Christmas time you have this really small door in your home. So we brought this kind of doors, except a little bit bigger ones, inside Stockman department store, and they were against the walls. So that the idea was that the door opened and you could see inside the wall. And the idea was that inside the walls of Stockman, these little creatures, they live there, and they are the ones that really like run the department store. And then there was also there was a story behind each of the doors. We did all of that. They had these woolen characters that we photographed and then rigged and then animated, and also made all the story like scripts and stories needed for that. So I will show a video about that. Just a moment. And this is actually something that you can also create in the Aerial Manager, the treasure hunt ability. Oh yeah, there was also included the virtual Santa Claus that you saw on that video, and also a colorable squirrel. Yeah. So I can tell a little bit about the virtual Santa Claus because it might be something that you could be interested in. So the idea was that you could have a kind of like this how to say connection with the Santa Claus, even that he wasn't there, because the real Santa wasn't in the department store at weekdays. He was there only on weekends. So in weekdays they had this carpet there, and once you scanned that with the Arian application, the green screen filmed Santa Claus came there and told. It was kind of like he was in Rovaniemi at the Arctic Circle, and saying that, okay, you are there, but now I am here, and it was like he was how to say, I don't know how to say this in English, but like kind of having him as a hologram there. Yeah, and it was really exciting for the kids. And there was something like 16 clips of it, and we made it random. You can make that from the Aurelian Manager, that it shows you randomly the clips. So every time they scanned, there was another clip of the Santa there. Yeah, basically that. Okay. Yeah, then we have these case city stories. Yeah, this was actually, for this we used a little bit different technology, which is also available from the Aurelian Manager. So all of these that you saw before were trigger based, so that the content was attached to the trigger. So the trigger is the picture that you scan with the Aurelian application, and the content is shown on that picture. Now here we used another kind of technology, which is called ARKit in the iOS world and AR Core in the Android world. Never mind if you don't remember these, just remember that this is the technology where the user can place the content on his or her surroundings. And you only need a surface where you place the content. So here the idea was that you had there a bench and the trigger. Of course, we needed a trigger to trigger the content, but you first scan the trigger, and then the device asks you to show the environment to the phone's camera, and it finds the surface from the ground and then shows the content there. And yeah, in the city stories, the idea was that we brought people who had a story about that location, telling the story right there to the user. So they told real stories about what had happened in those locations. And now I'm sorry that this is also in Finnish, but because the stories are really interesting, but you only see just really brief clips of them, so maybe it doesn't matter. There it is.
Olen Pentti Heinonen. Huone täyttyy pölyllä ja kaikella roinalla. Pommi on räjähtänyt kadun toisella puolella.
Ja mä oon asunut koko
ikäni eri puolilla Helsinkiä. Mä olen aina vetänyt puoleeni ihmisiä, joilla ei niin sanotusti ole mennyt kauhean hyvin, sellaisen yleisen mittapuun mukaan ainakaan. Aika usein nämä kohtaamiset on tapahtunut Porassa, iltaisin ja nimenomaan kolmosessa.
Mä paljastin mun eräälle ystävälle mun pitkäaikaisen haaveen. Minä kerroin, että mä oon pitkään halunnut oppia skeittaan. Niinpä siinä kesänä sitten mun ystävä hankki sellaisen mulle ja enää mulla ei ole mitään tekosyytä olla aloittamatta tätä uutta harrastusta.
Se oli varmaan sen koko kesän hirvein myrsky. Mä en silloin tajunnut, mä en ollut tullut ajatelleeksi, että se kappale kertoo siitä, kuinka nuori nainen joutuu luopumaan rakkaastaan.
Yeah, so there you saw how that worked. Maybe about the technology, one thing more. So when you use this technology, you don't have to look at the trigger all the time with the camera. So then the user can move around and see, you can place the content all over the user. Yeah. Then we have another example that uses the same technology. We call these kind of experiences an augmented gates. So that means that you place the door on, like, to the surface in front of you, and then you walk inside, and then you are in well, whatever it is. In this example, it is a tomb of an ancient Egyptian, and there's some things that are in that kind of tombs, and it's also interactive, so that you can click things and get information. And then of course there is something like when you get close to something happens. So it's really like exciting experience. You can also experience this yourself. You can download the Arion application, go to the menu, and then you can find this content from there, because it's part of the ongoing Amos Rex exhibition about ancient Egypt. So you can find that also from there. Yeah. And this was done, this was done for Amos Rex, which is a famous Finnish museum here. So yeah, these museum experiences are really, really popular. We have done many of those. I will show you a video about this too. There it is. Yeah. So you first place the door in front of yourself, and then you walk inside and find the things there. Okay. I think we have time to look all of the examples through. I'm really efficient. I'm sorry if I forget to tell something crucial. That's really possible. Okay, then we move to the virtual spaces and to the web AR technology. What you can do with those virtual spaces? So of course you can build a place from scratch that doesn't exist in this world. It can be anything, but it can also be a replica of existing space. And that is something that we did from the Pekka Halonen studio, Halosenniemi. Pekka Halonen is a Finnish or was a Finnish artist, like a national heritage artist. And what we did, we used photogrammetry to capture the space to help us make the 3D model of this studio space, and then brought, of course, some videos there and the artworks and information about those artworks. And also we brought the view from the window there. Yeah, and this is something that you can access through the desktop and mobile browsers. So for this, you don't need the application, Arion application. And by the way, you can find these and a lot of more examples from our website. So if you are interested, you can go there and explore more or more depthly these experiences and examples. There's also case studies about this all, so they probably tell more broadly about this. Yeah. Okay, then I think we have the last example that is also a virtual space. And this is really a different one. This is really simple one, and this is something that you could do yourself soon, like just a similar one. We are launching this new tool for these virtual spaces where you can create your own, and it is similarly as the Arion Manager. It works in the browser. So you get an account there and go there. Then you choose the space that you want to use. There's some options for that. You choose that. Then you bring your own content there. You can bring your own pictures, your own videos, also a 3D model if you have, and write all the information there, and then you can publish it. And then you have a URL where you have your own virtual space, and you can embed that in your own websites or use it in your social media or however you want to use it. So this example actually is about a city, an imaginary city of Auvola. So that city doesn't exist really. It is something that we came up with, and this virtual showroom is created for that. So it's kind of like an example how you can present a city. Yeah, I see there's a question, and let's look at the video first, and then I can I can give you answers to that. And also you can send more questions about these examples. We will move to looking at the area manager next. So this is a good spot to have a little bit conversation. Yeah, so this was kind of like an exhibition type of showroom. That is really simple. Then of course we have made a lot of different ones that have like all the walls are covered with some information and pictures and so on. So basically anything is possible, but with the tool that I told you, there's a little bit limited ones, but we can of course do any customized solutions whenever. So Petra is asking here that is this showcasing location possible for outdoors, forest for example? Yeah, yes it is. Of course it is. It's maybe a little bit tricky, but yes, it is possible. I would say that at the moment there's more possibilities to make really nice looking outdoor space in the app. But I think in the near future the same things are possible also for the web AR and web environments. So yeah, of course. But I think that it is quite a lot of work. So the good solution usually for low budget is the 360 images and videos. But of course, this can be also combined. So for example, we could have because of course you cannot move in the 360 video or image. So then we could create something like that the space near the user would be 3D, and that would be the space where the user can move in. And then like the dome outside it would be a 360 image or video. So that is something that we could create, and that would be something combined, that there is still freedom to move there for the user, but the whole area is not in 3D. So yeah, there is a lot of possibilities here also for the outdoors there. Yeah. Do you have any other questions about these examples? We can also have conversation in the end also, if you don't have any. Yeah.
No any question by this moment. So, and we were planning that at this time we will start discussion, but you're planning to present LLM Manager.
Yeah, if that is okay.
Well, I hope so, yeah, because anyway, we don't have much questions, so we have time.
Yeah. So please, everybody, you can write the questions to chat already if you have some, or during the time that I show the manager. So then we have them there ready. Okay. So now I share my screen. I should have the manager there ready. Yes. Let's see if I need to log in again. Yeah, so basically this is what it looks like when you have logged in there. So now you cannot see a lot of things. The first, it kind of appears, the things that you need appear when you need them. So in the beginning, of course, you can create a new campaign, a new AR campaign, or you can load an existing one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to load an existing one. And I don't have many of those in my account, but let's see. Let's see what I have done for, let's see what there is for XAMK. I think that might be something that is close. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, we have here a trigger that is that deer there. And then we have this video that is that panda here. And this video actually is a green screen video. But let me explain a little bit more about this tool. So in the left side, you can see the things that you can do. There is some settings. There is the company info, and through that you can also access the analytics. So that means that you can from there see that how many people have scanned your campaign and so on. Then there is the same that you can load a campaign that you have done before. Then here is a save button that you use whenever you have made some changes here. Then you click save and then it's published. So after that, you can look at it with the Arilin app and it is online then. And here is the plus for the new campaign. Then I can pause the content that we are seeing from here. And then, of course, play it again. We can do that also from these buttons here as well. Then if I had 3D models here, I could see the wireframe there. Then there's different camera modes also. Now this camera mode allows me to move so that the center is locked. So that I have the content in the center and that is how I move. But with the other camera mode, then I can move like this. Yeah. Let's change it back to the orbit. Yeah. Okay. Then there is some options. Now I have the content active here. And then if I click this one, I can scale it. So I can make the panda bigger or smaller. And of course, I can use these other ones too, but then the aspect ratio is going to be messed up. So I don't want to do that because it's a video. Then you can also rotate it. So you can move it in any position that you want to have it. So of course, everything is related to the trigger. So of course, you have to plan it like, how does it show with the trigger? Let's have it like that. And then you can also move the content up and down and from side to side. And then also, if we go this way, you can see that we can also use the depth. Let's put it a little bit closer to the trigger. Yeah. So then I can save it. And well, I didn't tell you to download the Arilyn application, but if you did, if you do have it already, you can scan the trigger from here and see how the panda looks like there. I'll try it too. Yeah, there it is. So how to bring the content here? That is probably the next question. So of course, here is a plus sign from where you can bring the trigger image here. And you can see that there's a lot of different options. I don't even know all of these options, what they are. This platform is constantly developing. So we are bringing new stuff here all the time. Some of them might be in development so that you probably don't know how to use it or know what it means. But when we kind of publish it for the public, then of course we name it better and then it's usable. And you can see that the web AI target is already here. So we are in progress with that. But what we use mostly is this image target. So that is the picture that you want that that the user scans and the content comes to that. And you can select that from your computer. So it's really easy. It actually shows you that which files are compatible for this. So once you have downloaded or uploaded the trigger here, it takes a couple of minutes when it analyzes the trigger, and then you can see here the information about that trigger. And what is essential is this trigger rating. This trigger is 4 points out of 5. So it is not a perfect one, but it's okay. It works. So it is fine. So this means how well the picture works as a trigger. I won't tell you now more about what are the requirements, but yeah, there is some requirements for that, of course. Yeah. So when you have brought the trigger image here, then you select the content, and same way you push the plus sign beside the content name here. And here you can see all the content type that you can bring here. So videos may be the most used one. But you can also bring audio here, still images, 360 images and videos. And you can create buttons. You can create text boxes also. And also also 3D models. And this asset bundle means that 3D model. How we work in the manager at the moment is that you make the asset bundle in Unity, and then you bring the bundle here. So all the 3D stuff is a little bit more complex, but a regular user can use like the videos and images and so on. You can make a lot of things just with those tools too. Yeah. So if I choose the video, and again, I can choose it from my computer. So there's all the example videos here. I could bring some of these, but I won't do that now because we don't have that much time. So then you have the video here, and then you can see from the right side there is some tools for it. And as I said before, this actually is a green screen video where the green has been removed. So that's how we got this transparent. And this is something that you can do straight in here in the Arilyn Manager. If I remove this this feature, then you can see that the green is there. And I'll just briefly show you that you can choose this component and other components from here. And there is 3 kinds of components that you can choose. So the Arraying Manager is full of tools that you can use. You can create simple AR really easily with this Arraying Manager. Okay, let's see if there is any questions. I cannot see any. I think we have like a couple of minutes time.
Yes, there is no question. So, is this a free tool? I believe tool.
Okay. No, it is not. This tool, the license for this AR experience is usually 600 euros per month. But sometimes we have negotiated something else, if depending on what kind of experience it is. So it depends a little bit, but that's kind of the rate that we have at the moment. But Yrjö and the class, their class is going to use Arraying there, and they can make demos for clients. I think that is how it is, or what we talked about.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So for that demo use, something that you don't publish, you can like do with the students. But for companies, of course, there is a fee.
Okay, thank you. No any question.
And for that question, free tools, I think that most of these augmented reality, virtual reality tools, you have to pay for the license because they are holding a cloud-based storage for the content, so it's not possible to use them without paying.
Or free application which has limits.
Yes, limit is.
As you presented, as you showed today. Yeah.
Yeah, and what we also have is the support for using the tool. We are here in Helsinki, we are near, we like to work closely with our clients, so I think that is also important.
Yeah, true. Thank you, Eva. I will check again the chat box. There is 1,000 kilometers is not that close.
Yeah, that is depends on what you compare it to. I think we all feel like we are here close together in the north.
Yeah. But as I mentioned during our workshop, and then later on when the digital pilots will be created by our students, we will present and you can use. And of course, all these examples that Eva demonstrated us, so you can utilize it and take some ideas from there. Okay, so we are already actually, time is now running, and I just would like to ask you to give us a short feedback. Can you see it? Can you see the question?
Yeah, it's there the poll. Yeah,
the poll. So was this webinar content useful? And after that we can finish. And there's also, as I mentioned at the beginning, the webinar recording will be sent to you. Yes, and you can see, I believe you can see now the updated results of the poll. Yeah. So thank you again, Yrjö and Eva. Thank you for coming. Thank you for presentations. And of course, for all people, if you have more questions, you can always contact us or Eva directly. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Thank you for your new world. Yeah, and
Yes.
about your comment that there is a lot of work needs to be done, I'm agree with you. And yeah, this digital storytelling and art technology, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. So thanks. Thank you, Jarno.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so if no more questions, thank you for coming, joining us the webinar, and we will be in a contact.
Yes, thank you, Eva, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope we see sometime somewhere.
Yeah, at least online. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.